What's up, Trials fans? Vegas Trash here on Dick Nixon's YouTube channel exclusively. Support the Dick, guys. Okay, so here's the thing. We're going to go over Trials Rising in a good way, unlike my random meandering on my last couple takes. All right, so we're going to start off with the graphics. Okay, we're going to go over a little gameplay here. Now, this is serious business. You know that if you've been a Trials fan, like I have for basically it feels like a lifetime, about a decade, this game's big for you. It's life-changing, even more than your future wife maybe. We don't know, okay? That may not work out. Look, I'm not judging you. Let's stay focused on the game. Look, Trials Rising graphics. Let's check them out. All right, and let me turn that down right there. All right, so the graphics. It looks like they already said they're using a modified Fusion engine. And they did, I guess, Ubisoft Kiev? Still working on the pronunciation thing. Give me a couple more years on that. It does look polished. When I initially saw the trailer, the graphics didn't really hit me too well. Now, when I see the game in action, I could see it's going to look quite nice, all right? The HDR, the 4K, and if you don't have a 4K screen, go get one, all right? It's that easy. $800 at least. 600. Okay, I don't know. I'm trailing off here. Jesus Christ, I can't focus. So the graphics. So let's check it out. All right, so we see a lot of wear on the track. It looks like, you have decals you could throw on to the objects. That for sure. You obviously have people in the game now. Okay, now let me just talk about this driveline here. And let me talk about how great the developers are as well. And the people who work at Ubisoft. Hats off, head of hair to them. Okay? Seriously, you guys create amazing tracks. That's why you work there and I don't. Okay? Plus, let's face it, would you want to work with a guy like me? Okay, I never got any calls. We know this. And I made a lot of stuff. And really, decor-wise, not even close to these guys. You create very well-rounded, very encompassing, engaging worlds. Yeah, that sound good? All right, sound like I'm going to talk about. Okay, cool. Moving on. Graphics. This is going to be a nice bump on that alone. Okay, we could see, of course, your particle effects are going to be more clean. All right. As far as other technical things, I can't go into that much other than, I noticed some textures on an old rock. That's about it. That's all I had. That's pretty good. That's all I had. So if I look at this driveline here, though, and not to critique a driveline that's being made right now, I know things are being worked on, but this rock driveline, I could see somebody like Example going, I can't even speed run this, because when you have this undulation, or whatever you want to call this, uneven, going up on the rock right here, for example, that does not play well in a speed run setting. Okay, this one here, maybe it's how they intended it. It's just, I don't like that. Okay. And it's funny because the drivelines are absolutely incredible in this game. Incredible. All right, so running along, I'm just going to play it out. Okay, and we could talk about Trials technique. All right, this is one of the most difficult games, as we could see. Were we talking about graphics? I'll come back to that. Don't worry about it. Keep up. I'm talking to myself. So, you can see the bike taking on snow or dirt, whichever. There are a lot of physics incorporated into the track. So it feels very Trials HD and Evo-like. I don't know what they did with the physics engine in it, or if they're gonna have exploding boxes, whatever the deal is, whatever they used to have. The wood was a little bit more destructible, so on. So I'm not gonna, even that right there I don't like. That little weird thing there, I wouldn't put that in. I would smooth that section. Sounds funny even saying this, but anyway. It's just kind of an anti-retentive thing I got. Anyway. Okay, so graphics, hands down, best looking Trials game so far. Hands down, okay? Taking place in real world, nothing future. Everything looks gritty, real. They incorporated all the content from the other games, so, 8,000 objects total, I believe. It better be 8,000 because I'm going to count them each one. Amber, I'm talking to you. So look, here we go. Gameplay and physics. This is huge. This is what the franchise is based on, right? Great physics. This, I don't like that rock either. You see this? That's not too bad, I guess. That's not too bad. I always feel like if objects, it should be a definite angle, not something like that. That to me is just a no. It should be this. Anyway, did I just do that? Yeah, that happened. Physics. The bike looks a lot lighter. It looks more maneuverable and more like Trials Evolution, right? Which, of course, would be great. Let's see, physics. It looked like it was a little bit, definitely more, it wasn't as springy as Fusion, okay? It looks like it handles quite well. I don't see any problem at all coming with the physics. They always, Redlinks revamps the physics on each title. And it's just a matter of what they're implementing is how much spring the bike has. And the physics are huge to nail. And I'm not worried about this at all. I mean, look at this. This is great. I love this. Anyways, stop distracting me with your game, all right? I'm trying to talk about it. So the physics are huge because it's what the game is based on. And you can't go back and change your physics too much. Because now it changes everything. It really does. And the physics are basically what they are. I don't think I've noticed too many physics changes in the title in Fusion over the years. It's not like they come out with the different physics patch, and that sort of hurts the whole flow of the game, wouldn't it? So that's important to nail right away, and I'm not worried about that at all. The bikes look great. Okay, back to graphics. The bikes look so much more realistic, right? It looks like more like a Trials bike. It looks lighter, more maneuverable. Very nice. Okay, so modes. We have, multiplayer, single player, and who knows what else. They have the tandem bike this year. I don't see a lot of Trials veterans using that too much, because I'm guessing most of them probably don't have people over, maybe play by themselves. I don't know. I know I do. Okay? That's another conversation. Look, multiplayer mode is going to be launching with the game. Fusion, it was 10 months. 10 months. So I'm not even going to go back to that road. I don't think anybody wanted that. It's just sort of how it happened. But launching with multiplayer is obviously a huge advantage. You're going to have a lot more people getting into the series right out of the gate. The game's going to be strong, nice player base. Hopefully they implement some crossplay. I know that all the developers, I think all of the developers need to be on for a company to do that. But don't quote me on that. That's just a guess. I just say things. Look, I'm going to do with the Cameron YouTube channel. I play Trials, all right? So here we go. Let's talk about Track Central. Now, I'll go back to multiplayer, all right? Keep up. I'm talking to myself. Multiplayer, okay? I'm assuming they're going to come out with a few different multiplayer modes, okay? Now, this is wide open. I would love to see something creative from them, which is not hard. Very creative company, okay? That's why they stand out. Okay, so now we're going to go to the next video. Well, I'll just play it from here. That's fine. Okay, so let's look what's going on the screen here. We got the skate park, some mattresses. I mean, a lot of Ubisoft logos. All right. They have a few sponsors, Fox, KTM, I believe. So I'm hoping that they're going to try to make the game a little more mainstream, maybe with some advertising. The X Games. This is such a perfect game to showcase at the X Games. I'm actually going. No, I'm not going. I didn't make it again this year. So, okay. X Games, that would be a perfect partner. Okay. Why that's not here, I'm not sure, but that's a no-brainer. Okay. Here we go. Next one, crossplay. We hope that's their cross-platform leaderboards. I think that's going to happen for sure. I don't see why that wouldn't. Okay. Gear and your Gear Outfit Central, or whatever it's called. Gear Central, I believe, right? So you upload, your current character, you look at your bike. People download it, and then they steal your character. That sounds good to me. I like that. A lot of options there, too. It looks like they have a lot of content that they've created for this game. The TVs are great. I like that. That adds a lot of TV to the board. Actually, I couldn't think of anything. That is really nice, though. The TVs look great. So on different modes of the game, we're going to see, I think it's going to be single player, multiplayer, and then, of course, let's talk about Track Central. Okay, that's what I should have said. Track Central. We don't know much about this other than the fact that they did not, or it looks now that it's wasn't implemented into the game as far as a different rating system that was in Trials Evolution. Trials Evolution had the best rating system, okay? And this is simple math. This is not opinion-based, okay? It's a yes and no, like, dislike. You get a more true rating when you have more choices to choose from. That's just a given. As far as people wanting to and not rate, that's... right? In other words, somebody spends, you know, some people spend a lot of time on tracks. I have in the past, and then I started hacking. I don't feel like doing a ton of decor. I just want to get the line out, run it, and, you know, get a few likes from 10-year-olds and be like, hey, look at that, babe. I got 100 likes. All right? I'm talking about my girl. She exists. All right? Don't worry about it. She's in Canada right now. All right? Model. Canadian. I think she's Canadian. Okay, so let's talk about that for a little bit. What were we talking about? All right. So that's about it on that. Track Central, yeah, the like, dislike, all right? Huge. Why would you not have a true rating system? Somebody spends 100 hours on a track, and some people will spend more, okay? That's all personal preference, right? Some people love the decor aspect, and that really is what takes a lot of the time, as we know, okay? A good driveline, I feel like these drivelines are pretty nice. These are pretty nice. I don't think you're going to knock out this in an hour and a half. A basic, you know, Track Central driveline, it's pretty decent by an experienced creator. 2 hours, 3 hours, you're probably doing an hour. Decor, you can be there your whole damn life. All right. I guess it's, you know, one of the developers told me once it's about creating effective decor. It's not about the hours. It's about how you allot your items, right? To a degree. It's not about putting 17 items in one small area and going, look at my little, you know, happy gem, whatever. Okay, back to the rating system. All right, back to the rating system. This video has really gone around. I'm not going to cut it. I really don't care because of, look, this is not on TV. It's a couple dudes on YouTube watching, okay? And they're all guys too, so no girls. All right, Sausage Party 2018, 2019 coming up trials. So the thing with that is it makes no sense to have a like dislike. Somebody spends 100 hours on a track. And the reason, I think the more feedback you could give creators, okay, the more feedback you can give creators, the quicker they will become better creators. So that's it, right? Makes sense. If we do a like dislike, I know we live in the age of Facebook, but let's not hop on a bandwagon. Do your own thing like you always have, Red Links. That's why you're there, because you did your own thing. That's what I love about this company. I mean, I'd say Trials HD was sort of a risky title, I think, at the time. It was just sort of different and probably a bit of money in development, and it blew up. It was 5 million copies. Not too bad. Probably 6 million now. All right? And what deserves success that company has, right? They do stuff that other people don't do in gaming, okay? And that's all I got on them right now. And then they have Amba, okay? He is one of the cooler heads of a company. I'm just going to go out there and bench that. I mean, the dude jumps in, streams. You could tell he obviously takes what he does very serious, but also he has a light side, to say the least, right? Anyway, wrestling match, bro, anytime. So, let's talk about that. Here's what I would do. It's easy to say, don't do this. Here's what I would do, okay? And this is probably the best thing to do. Go figure. I thought of it. Look, that was a joke. I don't really think like that. Yes, I did. Okay, here we go. Here you do. Here's what you do. You have a decor rating 1 to 5. Boom, 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 boom. Done. Next one, driveline. And give that a 4. Fun factor or replayability. That's it. Done. 3 things. Done. Replayability or not originality. Fun, like replay factor. Okay. Addictiveness or whatever they call it. You have those 3. 5 stars each. 10 stars. Whatever. Doesn't matter. And you could literally have a flick stick. Like if I had a joystick here, you could literally flick arrows at something, just like the Trials game, the Frontier game, where you spin the wheel. You pull it back, you shoot it at something. Pull it back, I'm going to shoot it at the 9. Okay, whatever. It's just something kind of, it's a mini game inside it. Make it so people want to rate tracks, you know, for that reason. I want to play the little goofy mini game, okay? And it obviously worked for Frontier, so you just need to incorporate that into the rating system, right? And if people don't want to rate it, then don't have them rate it. But the people who care about Trials and Track Central, they will have no problem giving somebody feedback. Okay, the driveline. And how many times do you see a track that looks incredible, and then the driveline is just not dialed? And it's nice. It'd be nice to have some kind of a way to, maybe an app. That would probably be a huge undertaking. That's probably not going to happen. But a way to interact more with the creator, okay, of the track. I feel like that'll be huge. It would be nice to see a co-op editor. We probably won't see that. I'm not sure why, okay, because you only need to make it once, and we know this was only been in development, I think, for 3 years, something like that, 3 years, and yeah, I mean, this is going to be the best Trials game, okay. So if you've ever played Trials before, why wouldn't you get this one? This is going to be the best Trials we've ever seen. Okay, so now let's talk about Track Central a little bit more. Is it going to be cross-platform? Are they going to bring in the other tracks, all right, from the past? Well, you would only be able to do it with Fusion. Okay, so how many tracks is that? 160,000 out of those, maybe 1,000 playable. I mean, 1,000, pretty solid. 1,500, pretty good tracks. So that's not too bad. Nothing wrong with that. I think that'd be a cool selling feature for the game. It ships with over 100,000 tracks, right, on Track Central. Wow. I don't think I'm gonna get bored of that game. Nope. You might, but you're gonna be 100 or dead before that happens. Once again, let me come here, and then we're going to go to another thing here. Boy, do I have this? Okay. So right now, I'm just going to look at this specific track and talk, because I like to hear myself talk. And you might if you're still watching, or you're bored, whatever the deal is. So this is an extreme track. Let's go back to the beginning here. So you can see the graffiti on the can right there. So that's probably okay, decals, as we said before. You can see the object, the concrete on the right. That's from the other game. The cars, looks like obviously all the cars are new. The people are new. A cinder block, I think that was a DLC. Those tires look about the same. Those pieces at the beginning. Okay, great. Moving along. I wonder how many checkpoints they'll have. Variations of checkpoints. I like the new checkpoints. They look very fitting for this game. Okay, so the people, very nice, very nice. I wish, what would be nice is like maybe you guys could release some downloadable animations or something, right? And you could get them with points, or just sell them to people. I could care less. I'll give you guys $100 just because I like you. I don't care. Doesn't matter. People talk about the content. It's called business. That's why you have stuff you sell in games, because it is a business at the end of the day. And Red Lynx has never, they've always been fair, I feel like, with their DLC. The release of the last one didn't quite come off probably the way they wanted to, because people are used to getting more tracks. In Fusion, you're only getting a few tracks at a time. It was 6 DLCs, I believe. So I don't know what they're going to do on the DLC this time. I'm already talking about that, right? I'm going to be the dude. So when's that coming out? We just told you Horizon's coming out. Okay, what about the second DLC? I'm that dude. That's pretty bad. Okay, the graffiti's great, okay? And you can see that looks like concrete from the last game. So of course, you can put the decals on it. See the cars in the background, that's a box from an older DLC. Okay, and the thing I love about, when you can really tell when somebody develops tracks on, I'm not even talking about Red Lynx here, but just in general. And something I try to do, and I've always tried to get better at, I haven't tried too hard at that yet, but is filling out a track and creating space and depth, all right? And it's very cohesive. Okay, so the decor. Those boxes look new. The sign for Chinatown sale looks weathered. I'm really anxious to see the editor. What is the editor? Now, speculation. Speculation is, I'm not going to finish the line, but speculation really doesn't do anything. It's sort of pointless. It says, what if? You see a lot of game videos like that. That's not what this is. Me talking in circles and looking at my knee and eating some tuna. So we're going to wait for this to finish out. Another couple minutes on this track. Okay. You can see how difficult this game is. You can see the rider, he's approaching the obstacle completely wrong. And he keeps doing it. You see? He's pulling back first. Nope. Not it. No, you see he pulls back and now the bike compresses on the ramp and he does not get the pop he wants, all right? What you want to do here is you want to lean forward on your bike, all right? And then I think it's a back forward. It's hard to even say what you're doing, Charles. Very nice, very nice. Come on. That right there is kind of a brake throttle. You want to start feathering when you land on that last objective. So I'm really looking forward to the next trials. That's what I'm talking about. It's 7 months ahead of time on July 4th. And eating tuna. So, look at this. This is trials in a nutshell. Okay, and they've also implemented the 5-second penalty for every fault, which is great. So I feel like they're gonna. This is multiplayer, so I feel like that is, of course, going to carry over into multiplayer as well. And that's nice. Now you could just keep it time-based. Faults don't really matter, and just you could have a lot of different options with that. Because now somebody really is getting penalized for the fault in the time too. The sky looks better. I mean, they're obviously the game is still in development. I mean, there were a few buildings I saw that looked really low textured, not in this scene right here. It's darker and that hides a lot of that. And they are in the back. But overall, that's a cool looking wood ramp. I like that. It would be nice to be able to change animations on the character, right? Instead of like a guy cheering for nobody that's there, and it just looks too canned, right? Like this guy here in the white, right? He's just... I get it though. You need to put that in. But that would be a nice... Okay, there we go. That's where... Oh my god, trash bags. Vegas trash. Oh my god, this game's going to be huge. I know it. Perfect. I feel like they put that in for me. They were going to do the statue instead. They put the trash bags. So, maybe they'll just... Okay, no. I'm deviating. Look, Trials Rising. Beautiful game. Looking forward to it. The next information that comes out, I'll have another video if I feel like doing it. So, if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel because I'm going to have more content in the future. In the near future, I think. Okay, maybe it'll be me just playing Trials talking. Who knows? It could be anything. Okay. Thanks for tuning in. And any comments you have below on what you would like to see in the game, or if you want to touch on some of the things I talked about, I'd love to hear your opinion, as long as you agree with me. All right, that's about it. Vegas Trash, signing off.